So welcome. I'm here with Candice Carter. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And we had a session, what's that, like 2 weeks ago, approximately 10 days?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And Candice agreed to have an interview with me and to tell me a bit what happened since the session and how it was going and all that. So thank you for being here with me, Candice. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So
yeah, I loved the session. It was really powerful.
Let's start like before the session. What was going on in your life and what prompted you to book a session with me?
Well, I'd obviously started doing this sort of faster style of therapy with my clients and seeing, a huge breakthrough. And I thought, being part of the community I was in with yourself, I was like, I need to get some help for some business things that I haven't quite been able to crack with just strategy alone. And so, yeah, I reached out to you because I really loved what you do and how you help people. And I was really happy that I did because I hadn't had my own style of therapy like this done on me. So, yeah, it was very, very cool. And even though I kind of knew what was happening, I also didn't know what was happening at the same time. So it was really cool. Yeah.
So what was holding you back at that time to solve this on your own?
It was a lot of things. What was holding back? I think I just kept falling into this pattern of like, if I go into the new week, like I have to repeat the same amount of money that I made the last week or better it. Like I can't have a week where it's stagnant. And so that was you really helped me a lot there. And I can't honestly, like, that's how powerful the sessions are. I don't even remember what got said, but I remember that fear, like, kind of being taken away. And like last week was a more quiet week, but I was fine with that. And then this week I've started with 2 clients already. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy because normally I'd go on this roller coaster of like these really up emotions and down, and I'd crash. And yeah, it's just been really steady.
And you said it's related to your business and to like a block or what did it feel like?
I wouldn't say like a block, but like more like this thing that would just keep bring me on this roller coaster of like emotions of really high. I still get a high it sounds awful, but when I make a sale and they pay in full, like it's still like woohoo. But it's like not as like amazing and like, oh cool, like I have to repeat that the next day or next week. And yeah, like I'm still human. I still have those moments where I think about it, but I'm able to pull myself out of it a lot easier. So yeah.
Cool.
So it was more like a roller coaster that was sabotaging my business for years. So yeah.
For years,
really,
I think.
Yeah.
And what else have you tried to like change this roller coaster?
NLP, step into your identity, step into your, God, at this point, I don't even know, astrology, shadow work, like all kinds of crazy, can I swear? All kinds of crazy shit. So writing down in my journal every morning how much money and clients I want to make, I don't do any of that.
Right.
So I just start work.
So what has shifted? What can you describe this?
I don't know how to describe it. It's like just that feeling of like just feeling at peace or like balance or knowing that like if I fall into that old pattern, it's okay. Like I don't have that same attachment. It's like not attached to that really high. It just feels like kind of neutral, which is a good thing for me because you need that stability in business.
Right. And what changed since then? What changed since the session? If you look at your life and
after the session, I was in I think I had a 5K day. Was I say a day or was it a week? I think it was a 5K day.
You sent me
Yeah.
a text, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that was really cool. And I've also then gone and done a few like offered ACH sessions to hypnotherapists in the niche that I help with binge eating and emotional eating. So I've been doing a lot of those on other people like in this industry, which has been really helpful. And then just like not stressing, like I joined a new weightlifting gym. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I think it did because I was like, I got to take my mind off being so all consumed about the business. So I got to finally focus on what I wanted to do in my own health as well.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you said you had these highs and these lows. What happens when you have like a low day, or do they still happen, or what's going on?
Like I've like say if I have like if I've had a lot on for that day, it's more just like an energy drop rather than like, oh, I'm like haven't made a sale, I need to, do more, I need to, do all these things. It's just like, oh cool, well there's always tomorrow. Like I'll just do what I need to do tonight to set myself up for tomorrow. And I think that's one of the things that came up in our session. And then if I realize like maybe I'm not like last week was a week where when I reflected back on it, I was like, oh, I did a lot of therapy. I didn't really have the space to do a lot of sales calls as well, so it's okay. So I was able to kind of look back and see that's all right. Like I don't need to be this high performer every week in sales.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think you said yourself, it's funny because the resource you found, like something around day by day or so, you said, what's the difference? I mean, if somebody would have told you before, take it day by day, what's different from the session and from advice, so to say?
Yeah, it's crazy because like consciously you know it, and like obviously it's in every business course you ever do, ever.
Everybody tells you.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, it's just weird, like, because it was like, well, yeah, it was that. Why wouldn't I just take it day by day? Like, it was kind of funny to me, like, why didn't I think of that almost, but didn't connect the dots before that, like, that that was like linked to my success.
So was it also, or where do you feel it? I mean, you said it's the emotions also that are more like balanced.
Definitely the emotions.
Right word, or?
There's something that shifted with the emotions for sure, like just feeling more balanced. Like the day to day was good, but something shifted in my emotions. I don't know what, or can't pinpoint it, to be honest. No idea, but it just feels more balanced. And that's the power of it, I guess, as well.
Right.
It was just crazy.
It is crazy. I love it.
So I don't even know what was said. I don't even remember like what we were saying. I don't remember what I was saying. So, but something happened.
Yeah.
That was cool and life-changing.
That's the magic of it. Yeah, right. So what would you tell someone who's like, tried everything, all these tools and techniques and coaching and NLP and whatnot? What's different? And what would you tell someone who's stuck?
Oh gosh, like get on a session with Barbara because you need to. But no, like just if I knew I could clear this in one session years ago, like would have saved me a lot of money. But be like we want to see real change quickly, and this is like the fastest way I've ever seen to have that happen. So faster than NLP, writing down future pacing, doing life coaching on myself.
You've done it all,
Oh, done it all. Visualizing, breath work, just crazy.
And are you still doing any of this, or is it not necessary anymore?
No, I don't do any of it. I don't even listen to audios to go to sleep, like none of it.
And tell us, what was your last month in revenue? We need to hear
Well,
that.
cash collected actually, 22K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been able
So
to
cool.
crack that collected. I don't think, well, I haven't cracked it before. So yeah,
And how long have you been in business for?
a while, but for this business, like 2 years. And it's been a roller coaster. So we did 10 in January and then yeah, doubled it last month.
Cool. Very cool.
And I think I
Okay.
had my session with you mid-month, and after that, my goal was 6 clients, and I ended up with 14.
Right. Cool. Love that.
That's
So there
crazy.
you are. I'm really happy for you, and thank you for hopping on this interview with me, and move on with this great with this great business. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so
Happy.
much.